Now let's go over one more setup part, and then we'll go into the fun marketing things. But the first part is the advanced setup. And this is really what separates your website versus other people's websites when you use Posterous. This is where you're going to get the SEO value. This is where you're going to be able to pretty much help with your link building and help you a lot with getting ranked in the search engines and in Google. Alright, so for advanced setup, it's no different than what we're doing. But here's the difference that we're doing. After we've set up all of our networks, the way I just now talked about, by clicking add service and then one by one adding all of your networks. And the way you did that was just by putting your username and password. Really straightforward. After you do all that, talk about putting the advanced settings in now. And what happened is this video was actually re-edited. I had to re-edit it again, re-record this whole segment right now, and kind of cut the part that I was talking about. So pretty much, here's the key things you need to know. That Posterous has changed some items. So well, here's the key things you need to know for putting in your advanced settings. Included with this video is a download for this text file that I'm using right here in this video. So what you're going to pretty much do is copy and paste the exact advanced code I have here for each network. So see right here how I have called WordPress, Tumblr, LiveJournal, and all blogs. I'll explain what those are shortly. Same thing with Twitter. You're going to copy and paste this. LinkedIn, you'll copy and paste this. All the way down the line through all these networks with Buzz, you can copy and paste this snippet and everything. Here's what I mean by that, and if you don't know what this means, that's okay. Before getting started, here's what you need to do. Simply take this text document, and you see everywhere where it says your website, like right here, the first thing you need to do is change it to your website name. So if your website name is buyallhomes.com, then you would enter buyallhomes like that. And or if it's a .net, you'll change the .com to .net, or if it's a .org, whatever the case is. But obviously, I haven't named your website just in caps so you can see it. That's the first thing you need to do right now on this text file. Now the second, and I mean that do that across every single network in this list, so that way you don't accidentally have a link called your website, or else that would totally screw everything up. Because you'd be getting links to nowhere, and it would look spammy. It would just look foolish. So make sure you change your website on all these sections here. That's the first thing. Now the second thing you need to do is on this first code block here at the top, you see where it says title equals, and then there's capital name. There's a capital word called city name, and then again there's a capital word called city name here, and then two more times right here, and then right here. What you need to do is replace your city name, meaning your main region, your main SEO focus for your website, and put it here. So if your main SEO focus is Beverly Hills, then you're going to erase this word city name and simply type in Beverly Hills. Or if your city name was Irvine, then you'll type in Irvine. Or if it's Toronto, you'll type in Toronto. So I think you get the picture. Pretty much do one city name exactly as the code you see here, and you would type in the word Toronto into all four of these city name sections, or whatever your respective city name is. Alright, so that's the first thing you need to do. After you've done that, now we could actually go into copying and pasting these codes into the appropriate advanced sections. So here's what I mean by that. This assumes you've already included, you've added all your networks. So if you click on add service, what you've already done up to this point on the tutorials is add your networks. Well, let's just pretend what I've done is I've gone through this list, and I'm assuming you're going to add every single network on this site. And here's not every single one of them. Here are the main ones, like I talked about on the other videos. All of these networks here, I have an advanced code for. And then of all of these networks here, the ones that you want to do are going to be WordPress, LiveJournal, and Tumblr. You could ignore the rest. However, if you happen to do any of these other ones, these are all considered blogs. So I'll show you what the advanced code for those is. And then for all of these networks, I recommend you get all of them. Definitely just get all of them. Keep it very simple. There might be some issues with Vimeo and Vidler because they say they don't allow commercial videos, and they may ban your account if you end up doing like solicitation videos. But that's okay. If that happens, that's fine. But I don't really recommend going to Vidler and Vimeo anyhow. Go with Flickr, Picasa, Blip TV, YouTube, and Delicious. Alright, and of course Scribe. Do that one too. But here's the whole point. Looking at these codes, before we put them in, you'll notice that I have WordPress, Tumblr, LiveJournal, and all blogs. This piece of code here. what you want to do after you've changed your website name and after you've added your city name is take this code, and any network that you do here, this is called your blog networks. Any of these networks, but the main ones I recommend are WordPress, LiveJournal, and Tumblr. Any of these networks, you're going to want to put this exact code into the advanced settings, which I'm about to show you. Now, same concept. Twitter, LinkedIn, Identica, Jaiku, however you say that. Notice these are all of them up here. You're going to want to place these advanced codes into the section I'm about to show you. So hopefully this is making sense so far. And if it isn't, that's okay. Just seriously copy exactly what I'm doing on this tutorial. Whether you know what it's doing or not, just do exactly what I'm doing and you'll be fine. So let's just now get to the point. So let's say you've added your networks already, right? So if this is your list of networks, let's do these following settings. The very first setting you need to do is your Facebook settings. And it's not on this list, but just real quick, your Facebook settings need to get touched on. So see Facebook right here. What you need to do is click on Edit Service. And now you have plenty of options here. Copy my exact settings. Put on my stream. Make sure that this has a check mark in it because you do want videos posting to albums. So make sure that has a check mark. And then copy these settings exactly as you see here. Auto post photos to album. Make that checked. Uncheck the one that says don't post stream story. Keep that one keep that one unchecked. Yes, keep that one unchecked exactly like that. And then minimum gallery size, keep it at 5. After that, hit save and you're all set. And then after you pretty much hit the save button, it's going to be all set. And then now what you want to do is open up that text document that has all these codes that I gave and find each of the networks in this text document and pretty much put the proper codes exactly how I'm showing you. So let's say you have your Twitter like you see here. What you need to do is click on this pencil button. It'll open up this box here. You're going to click Advanced Options. And then if you have something in here, just delete it. Start fresh, delete whatever you have in this box. And now open up the text document that I gave you and go exactly to where you see where Twitter, find the appropriate network for that you're doing. And you're going to copy that line of code, but of course make sure your website says your appropriate website URL. Copy this code, and then you're going to paste that code here into the Twitter advanced box here. After that, you'll hit save, and then pretty much you're going to repeat the exact same thing for the rest of the networks you already have on your site. So let's just go to a different one. Let's just say I already did all these. Let's go to YouTube, for instance. And obviously, I'm just skipping ahead to YouTube just for the sake of continuity, but you would obviously click on each and every network. So now we go to YouTube, let's say, we click on Edit Service, we click on Advanced Options, and now if there's anything in here, just delete it, and if there's nothing in there, that's okay. Now open this back up, go find the part that has YouTube, so we see right here, we take that little snippet of code. We'll of course make sure your website's in there. Go back to your advanced setting box and simply hit paste and then hit save. And that's pretty much it. So another quick word, the massively important one is going to be your WordPress one. Right here where it says WordPress. This is the one that goes to your website. So when you take this whole code, make 100% sure you put your website name and change your city name, and that's going to be for your website. Like you see here, this is Tumblr or this is your website, and that you could tell which ones those are because there are any of the blog ones in this middle column. All right, so just be sure to put the appropriate codes for all blogs for any of them in this middle column. Your website is the one that's called WordPress. All right, and that's the one you see here as a test. This is the icon it'll show. You hit Edit Service. Go to Advanced Options, and then you'll pretty much delete anything that's in there and paste your new code. Copy it first and then paste it. If it does that, then you have a word wrapping issue. See how that came up? So what you do is delete that, and of course fix the word wrapping. So that's pretty straightforward. Just copy and paste it just exactly as you see, and then pretty much you go from there. I'm not going to go ahead and save it because this is the test account. So after that, you're all done with the advanced settings, and check out the next Posterous tutorials and get those all in line as well. Alright, well good luck and take care.